Leon Edward versus Belal Muhammad is going to be exciting bout, and I don't know if the repeat of Kamaru Usman 2 fight is going to play out, but Belal is going to be a different animal. But honestly, I think we might be hearing in the new UFC welterweight champion of the world. Firstly, the Khabib training factor is going to play a huge role in this, and honestly, I think Leon is up to the task. Considering defeating the great Kamaru Usman and dealing with Kobe Covington antics and pressure, both Leon Edward and Belal Muhammad aren't strangers. They met before, but Leon poking his eyes ended the bout untimely. But here are the key determining factor for this fight. Striking. Leon Edwards, the precision striker. Leon Edwards, known for his precise and technical striking, has been a force to reckon with in the welterweight division. Technical proficiency. Edwards' striking is characterized by his technical precision. He has a sharp jab and a variety of punches that he uses effectively to maintain distance and control the pace of the fight. In the Usman 3 fight, this was what he did to earn a decision victory, as Usman didn't respond on time. So if Belal makes the mistake of Usman in the third F. Footwork and movement. His footwork is impeccable, allowing him to move in and out of range swiftly. This agility helps him avoid strikes while setting up his own combinations. Counter-striking. Edwards excels in counter-striking, often capitalizing on his opponent's mistakes. His ability to read and react to his opponent's movements makes him dangerous in exchanges. Kicks. He utilizes a range of kicks, from leg kicks to head kicks, adding another dimension to his striking game. These kicks help him keep opponents at bay and score points effectively. But do not forget, his kick led to the knockout of Kamaru Usman, which shook the world. Belal Muhammad, the pressure fighter. Belal Muhammad, on the other hand, is known for his relentless pressure and high-volume striking. One thing that has helped Belal is training on the mountain of Dagestan with Khabib Nurmagomedov, where endurance level is priority. And this will play a very big role because he just have to bring in the pressure against a tactical fight like Leon. Here are some traits. Aggressive style. Muhammad's striking style is aggressive and relentless. He constantly pushes forward, putting pressure on his opponents and overwhelming them with his pace. Volume striking. He throws a high volume of strikes, which can wear down his opponents over time. His cardio and endurance allow him to maintain this high output throughout the fight. Combinations. Muhammad often throws combinations rather than single strikes, which helps him land more effectively and keep his opponents on the defensive. Durability and defense. While his aggressive style can leave him open to counters, Muhammad has shown great durability and an ability to absorb strikes while continuing to press forward. Tactical breakdown. When analyzing their striking abilities, it's clear that this fight will be a clash of styles. Range versus pressure. Edwards will look to keep the fight at his preferred range, using his technical striking and footwork to avoid getting cornered by Muhammad. On the other hand, Muhammad will aim to close the distance and force Edwards into uncomfortable exchanges. Accuracy versus volume. Edwards' accuracy and counter-striking will be pivotal in this matchup. If he can land clean, precise shots, he can disrupt Muhammad's rhythm. However, Muhammad's volume and constant pressure can wear down Edwards over the course of the fight. Kicks versus boxing. Edwards' use of kicks will be crucial in maintaining distance and scoring points. Muhammad will need to find ways to close the distance and use his boxing to his advantage. Grappling abilities. Leon Edwards, the tactical grappler. People did not notice that at one point, Leon knew what to expect from Kamaru, who likes to grapple and wrestle. Underrated grappling. Although known for his striking, Leon Edwards possesses an underrated grappling game that allows him to control the tempo of the fight. Defensive skills. Edwards has shown strong defensive grappling skills, making it difficult for opponents to take him down and maintain control. Offensive takedowns. He uses his grappling to set up takedowns, often surprising opponents with his ability to shift from striking to grappling seamlessly. Ground control. Once on the ground, Edwards is adept at maintaining top control, using ground and pound effectively to score points and wear down his opponents. Belal Muhammad, the relentless wrestler. Pressure grappling. Belal Muhammad is known for his relentless pressure and effective grappling, which he uses to wear down opponents. Takedown ability. Muhammad excels at securing takedowns through a mix of single and double leg techniques. His wrestling background gives him a significant advantage in grappling exchanges. Control and pressure. Once on the ground, Muhammad maintains heavy top pressure, preventing his opponents from escaping or setting up their own attacks. Submission defense. While not known for his submission game, Muhammad has strong submission defense, making it difficult for opponents to catch him in a submission hold. Tactical grappling analysis. Grappling exchanges. The grappling exchanges between Edwards and Muhammad will be a critical aspect of their fight. Edwards' defensive grappling and ability to avoid prolonged ground exchanges will be tested against Muhammad's relentless pressure and takedown attempts. Control versus escapes. Edwards will aim to keep the fight standing and use his grappling defensively to neutralize Muhammad's takedowns. Conversely, Muhammad will seek to bring the fight to the ground, using his superior wrestling to control and dominate the fight. Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad. Wrestling abilities breakdown. Leon Edwards, the strategic wrestler. Defensive wrestling. Leon Edwards is known for his strong defensive wrestling skills. He effectively uses his wrestling to neutralize his opponent's takedown attempts, allowing him to keep the fight standing where he excels. Takedown defense. Edwards has a high takedown defense rate, making it difficult for opponents to take him down and control him on the ground. This is a critical aspect of his overall game plan, enabling him to dictate the pace of the fight. Clinch work. In clinch situations, Edwards uses his wrestling to control his opponents against the cage, wearing them down and creating openings for striking or takedown opportunities. Belal Muhammad, the relentless wrestler. Offensive wrestling. Belal Muhammad is recognized for his relentless offensive wrestling. He constantly looks for takedown opportunities, using a mix of single and double leg takedowns to bring his opponents to the ground. Ground control. Once on the ground, Muhammad excels at maintaining top control. He uses his wrestling to dominate his opponents, keeping them on their back and scoring points with ground and pound. Chain wrestling. Muhammad's ability to chain wrestle, linking together multiple wrestling techniques and transitions, makes him particularly difficult to defend against. He relentlessly pursues takedowns and doesn't give his opponents much room to escape or counter. Tactical wrestling analysis. Wrestling exchanges. The wrestling exchanges between Edwards and Muhammad will be a key factor in their fight. Edwards' defensive wrestling will be tested against Muhammad's persistent offensive wrestling. Control and pace. If Muhammad can implement his wrestling effectively, he can control the pace of the fight and keep Edwards on the defensive. On the other hand, if Edwards can defend against Muhammad's takedowns, he can maintain his preferred striking distance. Prediction. The outcome of the fight will heavily depend on who can impose their wrestling strategy more effectively. Muhammad's relentless pursuit of takedowns versus Edwards' strong takedown defense will be a critical battle within the fight. But looking at how Kamaru Usman took down Leon Edwards easily, how will Leon survive if he is not going to hold the cage? Belal Dagestan training is no joke, and Leon better be ready to do some defensive work here, because when Belal is tired of striking, it is going to go down to the wrestling ability. This fight is shaping up to be a classic battle of precision versus pressure. If Edwards can maintain his range and utilize his technical striking, he stands a good chance of winning a decision. However, if Muhammad can impose his will and keep the pressure on, he could overwhelm Edwards and secure a victory. The grappling battle will play a significant role in determining the outcome of this fight. If Edwards can successfully defend against Muhammad's takedowns and keep the fight standing, he stands a good chance of winning. However, if Muhammad can impose his will and maintain control on the ground, he could secure a victory through his relentless grappling pressure. Final prediction: Belal Muhammad. The reality is that it is hard to see Belal Muhammad losing this fight. Remember, the first fight was ruled a no contest because of Leon eye-poking. Such is not going to happen this time around, even though Leon will have the backing of UK fans. I don't see lawn kicks doing any damage to Belal because his endurance is just above ordinary level. This might end up in submission or a TKO victory. But let me know what you think in the comments section. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay punching, guys.